Hello fellow adventurers and collectors, Filmaholic here. Today we got something special in that we're going to be looking at my first custom project utilizing a Phicen body. Now, I've had experience with Phicen a little bit when I got this Aubrey Hepburn figure a while back, but I moved it along so I didn't have that much time to actually deal with it. But with that said, I've been looking for this head sculpt of Lara Croft for a long time, and I actually came across a listing. So I was able to pick it up, and I figured I'd take a chance and actually finish that custom project. Now with that said, I often go to this website called Black Ops Toys to get my action figure accessories that I'm looking for. So if you're looking for a particular piece, I recommend looking for them if they have anything that you might need. And again, this is not sponsored, so this is just me recommending a service that I do appreciate. So with that said, we'll take a look at what I got in the box. So when I went and looked for some clothing for this Lara Croft custom, I didn't want to go to the route of like just buying a military set. So I figured I'd kit bash my own outfit, I guess. So I found these, and when I took them out of the box, I initially thought they were way too small, but in the end, they just ended up working out. So that's one of the good things. Now after that, I ended up picking this female tan sweater. So it came from one of the Alert line figures. I forget what actual figure it came from, but it's smaller in structure, so it should be able to fit the female body that I have. And of course, I forgot to take the bag out. So next up we have these gloves, and I don't recall which set this is, but I'll leave a link to everything that I found down below so you guys can take a look. And I'll also leave a link to Black Ops Toys because, you know, it's nice to check them out. Their inventory is always changing, so if you're looking for a rare piece, it's always nice to have them bookmarked. Next up we have these boots, and I've always been a fan of the more peg style boots because you don't have to worry about feet. And also, when it comes to these boots, they also have a cloth, a lining, so it makes them more flexible. And I want to say this was also part of the same set that the sweater came from, so yeah, I should have ended up just getting that figure, but in the end, I'm really happy with these. With any purchase, you get a sticker, of course, and I also wanted to add that you'll have two little cards that indicate the social media links for Black Ops Toys. So, and their YouTube channel is a great resource, by the way, for action figure tips and tricks. With that said, here's a look at how the leggings came on. So, despite my fears, they actually ended up fitting on the body that I got. User error here, I accidentally ripped the top, so don't be a monkey like I am. Here's a look at the sweater on top of the figure. And I like how these lay on the body. And something I should say about the Phicen body is that it's really weird. It's got like a flesh feel to it, and it's really bothersome, but it photographs really well, so it's a toss-up as to whether or not you'll like it. Here's a look at everything that I got in the box that I ordered for this custom project, and this alone isn't too bad, but I decided to add more pieces that I had in my own collection. Now my idea with this custom was that she's more prepared. She's not necessarily a noob anymore like she was in the first trilogy of games. I should also mention that the head sculpt itself is by SW Toys R World or something like that. It's some third-party figure that no longer is available, so it took so long for me to get this head sculpt. It's one of the better Lara Croft head sculpts that are based off the new trilogy of games. Now, like I mentioned, I have a bunch of accessories, and to not bore you with the process of me going through and failing at different things, I figured I'd just pretty much just skim past it. You know, a lot of this is just trial and error, and I got a lot of these accessories over the years just by buying lots or buying figures that I partied out myself. So yeah, in the end, I ended up finding a couple of pieces that ended up being useful for this project. So So yeah, it's always nice to pick up lots whenever you can, because it really helps in the long run, because it helps finance your action figure collection as well as give you a lot of inventory like this. Now here's a quick tip for you guys. If you have straps like this, you can easily cut them and trim them down. So first you want to use your scissors and cut it, of course, and then you want to bring in a lighter and actually try to seal that end so it doesn't fray anymore. This is something I learned from the Black Ops Toys YouTube channel, so if you want a more detailed look, they provide that. And again, you just want to cut it to whatever length you need and then pretty much just seal the edge. And I haven't really do this too often with male figures, and I think it's something that's more common when you have a smaller frame body. So this is a great way to just like make it more uniform and cleaned up. So I highly recommend doing it with your figures. And here's the final result. And I really do like how that lays on the thigh. So with that said, I pretty much just ended up kit bashing this with several other pieces that I had in my collection, and this is the final result. I'm really glad with how this came out, and it's definitely not done. I'd like to get more accurate clothing at some point, but for right now I really do like how she looks. And again, aside from the user error with the leggings, I really do like how they look and lay on the body, so it's always a plus to go there too. And it looks like my dog is coming to see me. Here's a look at her posed up, and I'm really surprised with the Phicen body how posable it is. And again, it's restricted in some regard because it's basically, you know, a rubber suit over a metal skeleton, so it's not going to be as articulated as something that's got the articulation cut out. But in the end, I really do like how it came out. So yeah, with that said, this project is definitely not done. I'm going to be kit bashing more of it as I get more pieces, but for right now, it's perfectly fine. So I'll leave a link again down below for everything that I utilize to kit bash this figure, and I highly recommend using Black Ops Toys. I'm not sponsored again, but if you are looking to sponsor somebody, but yeah, hope you guys stay safe, and I'll catch you all next time.